What do you think about the destruction of
For me?
of the work, of your work, of everybody's work?
I think it's a good idea to destroy because it's another subject, but it's another subject. It's difficult because I find it interesting to destroy our work because
it's like a sacrifice, a collective sacrifice.
Yes, a collective sacrifice. Yes. For what? We have to. For what?
So it's not
for
just
the unit.
Yeah. For the are we sacrificing it for the unit or
just for the unit? It's a good. It's a good idea. But
I feel uncomfortable sacrificing other people's work who I know have spent a long time, like particularly Evan's, and the money as well, and yours, and Rory's.
Yeah,
it's really hard.
It's hard, but finally after we will sacrifice anyway because
where's it going to exist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except if we make it a real value that we sell them and we have money in exchange. I don't know, but otherwise, I don't know why we have to keep our work.
How do you feel about the sacrifice of your wonderful, lovely structure?
Sacrifice?
Yeah, the collective sacrifice as a group of our individual work.
Not gonna lie, I would be slightly upset, but I would do it.
Would you?
But I would be upset to do it.
Yeah.
It's like the most effort I think I've ever put into an exhibition.
And that it would only exist on recording.
Yeah, because part of the point of this is that it exists through the audience interaction. So with it only existing on recording, there's an element of it which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I think would want me to not do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and the amount of for me as well, with my CDs, they're dependent upon it was a feedback loop. It's dependent upon the person taking it and doing it at home. When I've snapped it, that's it. And that loop is just destroyed. That whole idea is dud. But I feel like mine's not as valuable as yours because I don't know. I just feel like it's not on the same level. So I feel uncomfortable. Would feel uncomfortable destroying it.
I don't know. It's just mine is all about the creation process and the fact that the shadows make faces, but there's not going to be a light in here. It's going to be people shining lights trying to find the faces, and it's just about that audience. As I said, the audience interaction with it. That's the main element to it. That's the whole temporality. It's just, yeah. I think if I destroy it, people will just see images of these and those, and they won't really put together that whole idea of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But do you think, as a group, it would make more sense? No, that was probably a leading question. Sorry.
It is a group show, so I have to take that into account.
I think at the minute as it stands, it's a group show. Do you think?
Yeah, at the minute it is.
Yeah. Maybe it's a bad idea.
No, it's a good idea. It's just if it was one of my paintings, it would be.
It just came into focus.
If it was one of my paintings, I think, yeah, I'd be all up for it. Because I've made this whole house.
We don't have to destroy it. As a group, we can decide not to destroy some pieces, because then
it doesn't really have the same effect, does it? You either destroy everything or nothing.
Mine is CDs, it exists in another space. I could delete it off everything. I could delete it off every memory drive, so I don't have it at all. I think my mum still has it on her phone.
But actually, destroying it isn't going to be that bad for me because I haven't spent that.
Because it exists, yeah.
Because I haven't spent that amount of money on it.
And then, but
so
then
it's
like,
not really that valuable.
then Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would feel uncomfortable. I wouldn't want him to.
I know. I do feel.
Do we leave some? Do we like leave some up as a group? Decide which ones we value that we can't destroy.
Or kind of partly destroy them and then put them back up, half destroyed.
To keep all the
Have to
valuable
destroy
parts.
them.
Maybe it's a bad idea.
That's a good idea.
No, it's a good idea, but it's difficult to act.
Yeah, I don't want to destroy other people. I wouldn't mind destroying mine, but the thought of like you bringing down yours and like you were saying, like you, I feel like mine could exist. Well, yours existed at least, so does mine.
Yeah.
Yours would only exist in the photographic form, and so would yours. Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah, it's the only thing that, like, as I already said, is like mine is all about like the audience interaction. So if it exists just on film, it doesn't really have that same. The point of it is the interaction.
Because the whole point of it is the audience like going up themselves.
It's possible to use these two spaces. So like have one which is more like a distraction, and the other one which is less of a distraction.
potentially.
So I'm hopefully going to have 3, so I can happily sacrifice 1 or 2 and put it in the room of destruction.
Yeah.
So that you come.
Because and then you as well.
Face
You
value,
did,
'cause then because you've got this wall like blocking the thing, like face value of the exhibition would just be it looks like a pile of rubbish. But then as you go through, you sort of see like what it once was.
maybe like tape on the floor, like where the pieces would have been, and just having the film like on a
white
plinth.
paint, like a
Yeah, or like we said, we're not allowed to paint on the floor, so maybe like red masking tape or white masking
White
tape.
masking
Yeah, and white masking tape where there would have been, because I think what we could do is like set up, because it was initially about like the space and how it interacted with the space and like the perspective, so we could manipulate that, get the perfect thing, and then destroy it all.
Well, why don't
In
we
this room,
if
even.
we only did like one room.
Yeah, yeah.
One home?
Just like this.
So like if like everyone has like a few pieces or whatever that
yes,
are
on
in
the
like
wall?
this rooms. Because
Do you have
I
it
quite like the
mirroring?
fact if this was completely open, I think we should use the fact that there's 2 different spaces. Like you can't see inside there from out here, and like because this is all about value, it's all about like face value, what people will see from it. If as soon as they look at the exhibition, all they will see is like, crap, rubbish, like remains, you know. But then as soon as like you go through, you can like then see, I don't know, like its original value. And then suddenly these pieces on the floor have more to them, like a story behind them, rather than just.
Then it becomes a different. Does that become something different? Yeah, that is.
But because like there's going to be like say one of these broken up, one of these there, you can make the link between the 2 rooms, so it's not like there's going to be 2 different things.
Yeah, it's a good idea. But what do you want? You want to put some works here?
Yes, like.
And
like some works here, then some works as you would have exhibited them in here. That makes sense.
Or would we just have this one empty, all destroyed?
Oh, that's,
And then have
that's
it-
just, like, all
or
destroyed.
just
Yeah.
the
Like,
shade
like, say, like
of
one of these snaps in like so many pieces or whatever, maybe burn it a little bit, and it could be like a bonfire of remains. Or
Yeah,
something.
yes, it would be great to find a bonfire.
Yeah, we
Like, not actually a fire, but like a big pile of everyone's rubbish, like take destroy those and stuff, and just put it here, all of our works. And then because you make the connection between this and that.
But what this?
I feel like I
What's
like
this
the
space?
idea that they don't know what it was though. Like just the only thing that exists of our work is the film, and like
the absence of
and I
like
think
no.
so like for example like maybe we burnt like did whatever and we put like a pile of it in this room just like on the floor, and in that room we had like the film of the TV
Yes.
and like others putting it all up in that space, and then they would be able to kind of like envisage what it was.
But I understand that, I get that, like it works. But it's only if you do it to everything.
Yeah.
Like you can't then leave anything in that room. All it would have to be is a TV. I think that would have that sort of impact.
Yeah, yes. No,
But then like,
we can sacrifice all, but we can make it not in real. Just we make it disappear.
So it's a gesture.
Yes, it's just a suggestion, and just a TV and.
like it works really well, and I understand where you come from. It's a really good idea.
So you're saying that you feel that you had to destroy like all the ones you made?
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't have to do that because like you could just destroy what you would have presented, which could just be one. Like I've got like thousands of images, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to like destroy all my images.
The others, I'm saying like I can't then exhibit the others. Like if whatever's going to be destroyed has to be everything that was going to be shown.
Oh, you mean out of all your three, you can only show one?
Show like anything else there. That's a part of my. It's just a part. Like most of it is audience interaction, like through film, and I think you can capture that because it's meant to be subjective to the viewer.